Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I just tested it. The mic is working. I do apologize for the last video where the mic was not working. And I could have done a voiceover, but I didn't know until after it was out there that it wasn't working because I didn't check because it's been working. But I'm going to try to tweak what I did. I think that part of the problem might have been that it was collage, so I'm going to do something a little different this time. And so we'll see how that goes. I got different magazines this time too. I just kind of I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna basically redo that video, but different because I found some things that did not work so great. So I'm gonna tweak things. I'm gonna use bigger pieces for one. I'm not gonna collage them onto a page. I'm gonna more like collage them on to the gel plate itself. And I think I'll just use black and white. Maybe not. I don't know. Because then I was like, oh, but I like that. Also, am I going to use scissors or am I going to use, really, it doesn't matter. I do like this word forever. I don't know if it is going to, I don't know how it's going. I don't really want those things though. I don't know how it is going to print. You know what I mean? So, and my plan was also to like cut bigger pieces, but you know, I want a little bit, if the edge is going to show, I don't want it to be really too weird for this particular piece, if that makes any sense. It might not make sense. Also, the sun is in my eyeballs. I need to close that curtain better. I had gotten some room darkening curtains so that so I wouldn't have like weird light on my desk. I can cut that out later, but I do want to cut out those cherries. The words. Oh, okay. But then I have to try to remember to open them at some point because otherwise, because I have a plant down here. I don't think that this is going to, because it's not high contrast, but I still want to try it because, you know, why not? The word happy hour could be fun. All right, I'm going to pause for a second and cut out a bunch of words and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have been cutting out lots of fonts and things. This is on the cover, so it might not print very well. But I've tried to get some with dark backgrounds and some with light backgrounds. I'm going to do quick pulls. Like I'm going to get the thing and then I'm going to pull with this medical paper stuff because it can go transparent. You know, I think you have to wet it and whatnot. You can watch Jackie Bernardi. She knows how to do it. But I was just watching her and she was like, if you want to go transparent, and I'm like, transparent. And I'm like, yeah, I do want it to go transparent. I believe. So I'm going to start with, I'm also going to try to do some on some black tissue, which I had. There's my, oh, and I was thinking about picking some up on some of these darker glare offs. So I might start with white just to see what happens. Oh, that might be interesting. Just to see what happens and see what we can get. It's all experimental. This is just all experimenting. I'm gonna take some of my brayer offs from the last thing. I'm hoping that part of my problem before was that the pieces were small and they were collaged and they were overlapping. And so not all of them were hitting the plate the same, you know what I mean? So we'll see how this works. For the white, I'm actually going to use open paint, which will give me a little bit of time. Also, I'm going to try to just have a pile ready to go and see how we do. All right, so I have an open golden titanium white and we'll see how that does. So as far as experiments go, I don't do control groups. I don't do experiments right. My experiments are just playing and trying stuff. It's not, oh, this is what worked and this is what didn't work, and let me just change one variable. No, I got to change a whole lot of variables. That's just how my brain does things. So it's fine. As we all know, it's fine. It's fine. So we have a fairly thin-ish. Oh, that moved. I don't want it to move. Oh, that nothing came up on that one, so that one's not so great. Let's see. And I'm not sure exactly, if I should pull them up quickly. Yeah, I'm not getting anything with the open paint. That's not so great. Open paint might be a bad idea, actually. Oh shoot, these were really good words. This one was yesterday. Let's see if that's the problem, or if I have just too thick. No, I think the open paint might be the problem. All right, say no to open paint. Apparently, it stinks too. It's a weird open paint. I did have some luck yesterday with the fluid paint. Oh, I do see a little bit of beauty coming out on that, but not much. But I can see it a tiny, tiny bit. All right, let's do a not open paint. Let's try the Payne's Gray. Oh my goodness. Let's try to open anything right now. All right, I do have this one, the smaller one, the one that's 4. This is one that's supposed to be 4 for this. Oh my goodness, get in there. Get in there. Okay, good. It worked. Put it back in the drawer if we can find it next time. Okay. This is Payne's Gray. It is the golden heavy body one. Not open, just, it's what, semi-transparent, what it looks to be. And I used fluid acrylics yesterday, so we'll see. It's kind of chunky right now for some reason that I don't understand. Okay. Let's try. I don't see that it did anything. Let's try one with a dark background. Oh, I do see something. Also, if I left a piece off the end, that will be helpful. I don't think anything came off on that one either. Oh my word. It's helpful to have something to... I don't think anything's happening at the moment. I mean, we might get some... I don't think that one's going to work anyway because it's the magazine cover. Nope, that did nothing. Oh, let's try a different magazine. Back down here. Nope, nothing. And I don't know if it's just because there is some, oh my word, open paint on there or what? All right, or if it's but I am having no luck today. And that is how transferring works. It's hit or miss. You never know what you're going to get. Let's just pick this up real quick. I could put some black maybe just because then we have a base to stamp white on later, because why not? This is a lot of work cutting out all these things. So if it doesn't work, I'm going to be really upset. Do you know what I'm looking for? The brayer. Of course, that's what I'm looking for. Why would I be doing anything else besides looking for the brayer? Of course, I have to just try real quick just to see if anything. This was supposed to work better, not worse. All right, there we go. We got something. All right, we'll stick with black and see how that works. That was my phone, not yours. All right, I'm going to stick with the black. And I don't mind if there's some overlap in letters. Makes it more interesting. And let's see if we can put this up with this. I do have some white tissue too, like if I want it to be more, you know, the size of the plate. But I'm going to use this as collage in pieces anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about it. I just want some interesting stuff for collage, which is why I'm doing this in the first place, in case you were wondering. Because even if I said that in yesterday's video, you wouldn't know because, oh, because there was no sound. Now, the light is on my mic, and I tested it. Usually if my mic is already plugged, because it's, oh, shoot, it's a Bluetooth. All right, it dried too fast. It's a Bluetooth mic. So if the Bluetooth is plugged in and the mic is not working, then it's just really sad. All right, we have a couple different things happening here. Let's just pick this up with, I think if we use the quinacridone violet, that might be fun. It'll show, hopefully. Let's use a brayer that does not have black on it. And oh, there's a lot of crazy happening. Oh my goodness. It's drying already. All right, I've got white. This is white gesso. That's not the white I want. This is not the white you're looking for. Oh my goodness. Didn't I have the white out yesterday? I did. That's black. That's cream. There's the white. It's not totally dry, but it's mostly dry. And we'll use the one that's black on it because it doesn't matter. It's fine. And then I'll have to give it a minute to dry. So I'll grab another plate to work on. That's very thick. Do I want it that thick? Yeah, not necessarily. It's just going to take longer to dry. It's fine. Just cover the back. All right. Now, have another plate. I might even just grab it 8 by 10 because if I use this paper, it will work. Okay. I won't miss any of it. We're doing black is what we're doing, right? And this one seemed to be working fine. This is onyx, oxide black, Amsterdam. That's the one I just used a minute ago, right? I'm just like, do I want white flecks in it? It's fine. It's fine. But I think because it takes a minute to get everything on there. Oh, it did come out. I didn't know that it would. Wasn't sure if it would. I didn't know those houses were there. Some of them I picked just because it was nice, big font. Okay, there is something there, and it will show better if I pick it up with white. So we'll let that dry for a minute before we add a pickup color. Fortunately, we have more. That was one of the things I was planning to try was just, let me try the fluid acrylic again to see if that worked. Because it did yesterday. It did, for the most part, work. You know, except on the plates that were newer. And, oh my goodness, this one's all messed up. I'm sure I did something. Somebody's underwear. Nice. Don't know why they have to put underwear. All right, that one picked up great. All right, nice big W. Oh, that one picked up great too. How about this? I hear a cat. Why do I hear a cat? Oh, that one picked up beautifully too. And it will definitely be a little bit more, sure, why not? It's gonna lose some of it, which is fine, which is kind of what we want. All right, so, oh, I lost quite a bit of it, actually. Because it was starting to dry, I think is why. So I got to either go faster or something. There's something. I don't know what. Maybe go faster. So I have the pieces ready to go. I have the paint spray right here. All right, have some pieces ready to go. Trying. Ooh. All right. We'll try it again. Am I in? Go up a little bit. Just do it. We'll just have papers everywhere. If I were to wipe off the paint like last time, I'd be able to use the pieces again, but that's just more work than it's worth. And I do have more magazines, so it's not like I can't cut more words. And if I find that you know, if I find that, oh my goodness, what was I trying to say? I don't even know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Okay, oh, that was too long. That one was okay. That one was too long. Gotta pick them up faster. I know Mariah was probably like, pick it up faster. Oh my word, that one was on there the longest. All right, there's not much on. I mean, there's a little bit right there. So, just gonna kind of go around here and some. Of course, that would be another thing maybe to just not do the whole. I'm gonna leave that because there was a little bit there. It's moving all around. I don't want it to move all around. Got some of that in there. All right, we're gonna let that dry and see what we can pick up from that. Let's pull out one of these. This has got a little green all over it, which will be an interesting. You still want to try some white though, because I want to see if I can pick it up on the black tissue. That's way too much though. And there's a hair. Of course there is. I don't think my hair is even that long. Must be. Must be in some places, potentially. I need, I'm just gonna sprayer off on this, because that might be interesting to just have sprayer bits to glue down over something to push it back. We'll see. All right, now I might have little enough to, oh, don't let that fold over on itself. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Not sure how I feel about this plate. Oh my goodness. Magazine pieces everywhere. In case you're wondering, that's happening. All right. No, nothing. Ugh. Pressing down harder and longer help with the white. Apparently white paint just doesn't. Didn't I use white paint last time? I could have sworn that I did. I do see an F in there. Okay, there's something there. Oh, this one's ripped anyway, so. And I don't know if some magazines work better than other magazines. Don't know. Nothing. little bit. I don't know. We'll pick it up with something and see what we get. Is the first one dry now? Yes, it does look fairly dry. We will pick it up with some whites. I'm just doing black and white this time because that might be fun. We'll actually hopefully be able to see the results a little bit more clearly if we do that. But I don't seem to be having a lot better luck doing it like this than I did. That's way too much paint on there, by the way, so I'm going to have to give it plenty of time to dry. That was my phone, not yours. That was a Facebook message. I might pause and check it. I gotta wait for some of these to dry anyway. Next, pick this one up with white. White's fine. So if we use white, if we want to like add color to it, we could always just spray inks to add some color. So, and I keep using too much. Why? And also, what is on my brayer that I keep getting? Well, first of all, there's another hair. Not loving that. Oh my goodness. I think I got it off. But what's this thing? Right here. There it is. Not loving that spot that kept coming up. Also wet again, but I don't feel like brayering off more. We're just gonna try it and see. Because now you're getting that spot there because now there's like an empty spot from where I just pulled that other piece off. And there's that little bit. Sometimes you get little thick pieces on your brayer, which could add interest or could annoy the heck out of you. One or the other. Or maybe a little bit of both. Like that. All right. Let that one dry. And we've got this one. Pick it up with white again. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Picking it up with white. Just helps us to see what we actually did. Did we use less paint that time? No. I think we still used too much paint. Don't know what's wrong with us. That's being me. You're fine. You're doing everything perfectly. Like you always do. If you're watching me, you're doing everything perfectly. Because watching me is just perfect. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wanted to get this one out first, but you know, I could have done a different video that would have been way easier than more experimenting that may or may not work. A little sad that it's not working. All right, my Baron, that was my phone, not yours, comes from Anthony Cody. Cody Woodcrafts, I think is the name of the shop on Etsy. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box, but if I forget and you want to check out his shop, just tell me and I'll put it in. I forget things sometimes and I do not get upset when people remind me of things. In fact, I appreciate the reminder. Okay, this one is mostly dry. Let's pick it up with Payne's Gray. Let's be like Payne's Gray. Watch it not be enough this time. It's always too much or not enough. Never the right amount. What I told ya? Told ya that was going to happen. No sound effects just make it more better, more fun. And I do want these to be kind of easy to glue down for collage. So when I do this brayering over this side, I'll just pick a new piece to brayer off on. Just helps. If you don't brayer off your brayer, you're going to end up with all these little bumps from the dendritic effects. And you might not like that. Oh my goodness, why did you not stick down here? Guess you dried too fast. All right. Need to clean off some plates now. Which is the first one I did? Anybody know? Is it this one? No. But we can pull it. I think it's been long enough to pull it. Not perfect, but it does give some interest. Still haven't found a perfect way to do transfers, but I will keep trying. I was hoping doing it this way might be a good way, but it wasn't. All right, hold on. This was the very first one that we did, I think. The very messed up one. Oh, shoot. It's at the sour spot, I think. Unless I can take it from this end. So if it starts to rip at one end, either wait. That would probably be the best thing to do. Or like me, just try from the other end. So we have some interest in the background, even though we don't have like necessarily full words and letters and whatnot. But there is definitely some, so it's definitely not recognizable. So I'm okay copyright wise. Can't tell where any of that came from. All right, I'm gonna let those dry a minute, and we will the black. Keep using. Well, should we try this black just to see? This one is Mars Black Artist Loft. I don't know if it will be better. No, we haven't tried it on this plate yet. So let's first do the Amsterdam because we know it worked on the other plates. So we'll see if it'll work on this one. Just getting papers everywhere. I need my trash. All right, and we're going to try it a little thinner this time, maybe. We're going to try. It seems a little bit thinner, not terribly so. Just want to because I think having it fairly thin is part of what helps us get success. Well, the word was success on there, which is kind of why I was using that one just to see. That one had words on two sides, so I just need a thin strip. Okay, we'll let that dry and we'll see. What was that word? I don't know, the heritage. Okay. We'll let that dry and see what we get from that. And still probably need to give that one another minute or 10. I'm so impatient though. It's a little bit better. Not perfect, but hey, we got something. All right. The quinacridone violet with the white is kind of cool. We've got something. It's not without anything, so there's something to use there. Let's try black on this one. And yes, my desk is a mess because by the time I was done, this one is Mars Black. We're trying that one apparently. And we're trying to go thin with it. We will find the paint that works the best, right? All right, pure fun for your feet. Although the font makes it look like puke fun for your feet. But it had a fun font. That didn't work. Let's try the heritage again. Okay, we got the heritage. Full on flavor. Okay, that one worked pretty well. Let's try this side. Just words that don't mean much. A happy haunting. Decorate. Why not? Nope, that one didn't work. Inspired by. Okay, and we'll let that dry. See, this is the paint. What is this? The Mars Black? It looks more brown than black to me. I don't know if that's the Marsness of it all or what. While we're still waiting for that one to dry, let's go back to the Amsterdam Oxide Black. Just a little bit. I'm not going overboard with it. And I don't know if you guys can remember which plate was which. I won't. I will not be able to tell. And it will be fine. It will be perfectly fine. Going super thin with it. I don't necessarily like everything of the words. It's more about the font. It's all about that font. Oh, that wasn't the side I wanted. I think this is, well, both sides are fine, but kind of hard once you get. Should use the bigger ones and save the smaller ones for. Okay, move faster, lady. Got to move it, move it. We get the, yes, the whole enchilada. Just a little something there. Just so there's something. I think that's probably too dry on the end to get anything. Oh, that's all right. All right, we'll let this dry before we do a pickup and see what we can pick up off of this. This had some of the blue left on the plate. And this one did we try to do the white? Is that what happened? Yeah, it did not work. All right, let's do the Mars Black again. Not the Mars, Oxide. Amsterdam, Oxide Black. Is that the secret? I don't know. I've also, in the past used ink. I think I used Stays On ink and put that on. Oh, see, this one's a little too crazy. But I did get it on thin this time, so let's see. Got a little bit of the letters there. Okay, we got some letters on there. Surgeon's general warning. Well, that's crooked, but that's okay. We'll live. Got a little something there. Giant E makes us happy. Okay. I think that's all we're going to get on there. Whatever we got wasn't much. So not loving that plate for that. All right, let's see. Definitely did not get all the way to the edges. This one we did black and picked up with white and we didn't get much. Why? Or did we do white and pick up with black? What was it? I don't know. We definitely did not get much. Let's try Payne's Gray. That one seems to be, oh, that's way too much, lady. What's wrong with you? Why you put so much paint on there, lady? I mean, I don't mind having brayer offs with Payne's Gray. That makes me kind of happy. So, get a nice thin. Okay, it is starting to craze a little bit. Crazing just means that the paint starts separating on the plate because, you know, we have a acrylic paint on an oil-based something. So, there's that. Okay. That's too big. I just want the extra. Don't know what we ended up getting. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing there, too. All right, well, we'll see what we end up getting when we do the pickup. Pick up, just pick up. All right, what do we have? 1, 2, we have like 5 plates going. All right, if we keep putting them in the same order, it'll be a lot easier to figure out. This is the black that looks more brown, so I think I'm going to pick it up with the unbleached titanium if it's under here somewhere. Here it is. So that, I think that would be the Mars Black if I'm correct. You don't want to over brayer because then it starts to dry and then you start lifting it back up and you don't want that. I'm using 32-pound paper, but since I'm going to use it for collage, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to actually just use 24 pound or something. I don't tend to use 20-pound paper though, because I find that what happens is it rips. It's more likely to rip. So, and also cleaning my plates would not have been a bad thing to do before I started. Or maybe it would have. Maybe they'd be crazing more if I had done that. Who knows? I don't know. I know not. All right, next, this one's got some nice big letters on there. All right. Don't go crazy with it, lady. Only an 8x10 plate anyway. Went a little crazy. Not too crazy, but a little. A little more than, on the other ones, I just, just left it on there. I would like to be able to pull these like in the next few minutes and not have to wait an hour. So having it be less thick would just be a good thing. Well, that was not straight, but that's okay because you can always cut off the edges. That's the nice thing about an 8x10 plate is if you don't get it on there straight, just cut off the white edges. It's fine. Oh, here it is. I was like, what did I do with it? I don't know. It's okay to stack your plates if there's paper on them. If there's not paper on them, don't stack them. They will stick to each other. Like they'll be married forever and ever with no conscious uncoupling. Not without a lot of, because one of mine did get, I did accidentally leave it on there and it got a little stuck. I was like, I hope oh, and I've said this in the last video, but you don't know that because there was no sound. My gel plates are on acrylic plates, like plexiglass. And you don't need anything to stick your gel plate to a plexiglass because the nature of the gel plate is to stick to a surface like that. It just likes to stick on there. It likes it. It likes it like that. This one looks like I used the Mars Black. Did I use the Mars Black twice or I just have no concept of what colors or what? Who knows? Don't go overboard. It's just an 8x10 plate. I'm using the unbleached titanium again. Do you have some brown on here? I could do brown. I don't mind having some. I just wanted contrast, light and dark. And a really good way to get that is to use, you know, blacks and whites or browns and creams or whatever it is you like. Now, when I'm using things like, you know, like Jockey is a brand name, I would not use that whole word. I just like it because of the font. So I would change that up somehow. I did talk about that in last video, but, you know, you didn't get to hear it. So I know I keep saying that. Annoying, isn't it? Should I do white on this one? Sure, why not? All right, this is an 8x10. And also put your brayer down upside down so it doesn't stick to your paper. Something you should do, but a lot of us, we're just in autopilot and we kind of forget to flip it like that so it doesn't stick to the paint on the paper. Because then you'll have texture you might not necessarily want. See, this one wasn't very good anyway, so we're doing a little brayer off on that. Doesn't hurt. So I know everyone's always looking for the answer to transfers, but I don't have any answers for you. But I will try to see. Let's see, where's my inks? Oh, my inks are here, I think. We'll try it with the VersaFine and see what happens. I know I've done it with StazOn. I mean, I'd rather not put StazOn on my plate very often if I can help it. All right, this one's brown. So I'm just gonna put this on here and brayer it out. It is a permanent ink, so we're not going to have much because it's not very thick. How did I do it? Oh, we are getting a little something though. So let's just get that on there. See if we get anything. Probably not. Maybe not. Nope, I'm not seeing much. Nope. Oh, that one's a good one. I don't want to waste it. Well, I don't think we really got much of anything. You see some letters in there, but not much. I'm just going to clean off the plate with some unbleached titanium. Yes, I know this plate really needs a cleaning. That is some thick stuff on the edges, if you're wondering. Okay. We will just go ahead and clean it up. I mean, yes, it would be cool if I could get this stuff off. It looks cool on this side. It's not as cool on the other side. It's just dark on the other side. But yeah, to get this stuff off the edge, you just kind of have to pick at it. Don't dig your nail. And it's better if you just kind of use your thumb and push. And maybe a wipe will help. If you can get it in like a piece that just starts peeling, that's kind of cool. But it rarely, if ever, happens. But yeah, And then you go over it with some mineral oil or baby oil, and that gets all the pieces, the rest bits off. I just can't be bothered. I don't know why. I mean, I'm being bothered right now, but not what you guys want to watch. You make a mess with the dried paint on the edge. And once it gets to a certain thickness, it doesn't matter how you put paint on there and try to leave it for a long time, try to pull it off. It's just not coming off. Where's my packing tape? It's not in my drawer. And packing tape doesn't always work for me. If I had it, I'd try it and show you, but all right, I don't think this one needs to be on too long. This is the one with the ink and super faded. There's a little something back there, but not much. But that'll make a fun background for stamping on and whatnot. Should we just go ahead and do a, where's, not that one. This one. Not too much. We don't want to go crazy. We want a thin layer. Of course, now all those little crumbs are on my thinner layer is better. And moving quickly. You gotta move quick. As I can tell. Put it down, press down, pick it up. You get this EL again. I just like how big and bold it is. Oh, some of these already have stuff on them, but sometimes you can get more than one print off of something. Go all different directions. Don't just go one direction. So just do that one. Move faster, lady. Move faster. Nope, that didn't. All right, so once it starts to dry, you start to not get stuff. All right, we'll let that dry, and then we can put a pull color to pick it up. Is what we can do. All right, we'll start pulling these. Should probably start from the bottom because that's been there longer. These have paper on them. That's the only reason I stacked them. If they did not have paper on them, it would not be wise to stack them. Just a reminder. In case you're thinking about stacking them like I said, those acrylic plates that they're on stick really, really well. Well, too well sometimes. Which is, which is good if you're trying to keep it on the plate, but not good if you get it stuck to two plates. All right, was this the one that had the success? Did not succeed. We got some letters on the edges there, and we'll just add stamping to that or something. We've been having the best luck with, you see that one was black. We've been having pretty good luck with the blue though, so let's go ahead and do that. The Payne's Gray is actually technically what it's called. I've got little bits on my brayer from where I was trying to clean off the... Oh, and this one does not like me. Let's get these little bits of paint over here. It still wants to craze at the top there. Try this again, see if we have any... Nope, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This one seemed to work a little better. Oh, we got a tiny bit there, not much. No, we'll just clean that off in a minute. That's not going to be very exciting. Okay, we're ripping because we're at the sour spot probably, but too impatient to wait, so we just pull from the other end. So yeah, I don't know that I'm having much better luck by doing it this way. But now that we know the paint that works best, let's go ahead and try one of our collage pieces again. And get it thin enough. If it's too thick, we'll just have to brayer some off. Thin. We want it thin. And that might have been part of my problem yesterday. All right. So here's one of the collages I did. I'm pressing hard, but not leaving it too long. Oh, whoops. All right. I think it has to do with the paint, partly. That one looks fabulous. That might have been the one that I had the best luck with anyway. Even if the circle over here didn't do great, that's fine. We'll just do a little bit of something there. All right. That one I like. So the one thing I like about using the collage, if I wipe this off fast enough, I might be able to save it some. I would not mind use. So the other pieces that I've cut out that I haven't used yet, I might just leave them and use those in collage as they are. I don't always like the shininess of it though. So what would I do? I would try putting some matte medium over it or some matte or textured clear gesso to see if that takes down some of the gloss. Also maybe doing like a little inking over it, like some distress ink that can, you know, give, at least take away all the white if you don't like the white. But sometimes you want the white because you want the contrast. Whoops. Yeah. This was on thicker paper. This advertisement piece was on thicker paper, which is probably why it didn't pick up. And I know some of you probably want to know, why do we get transfers when we use newspaper magazines? Oh my word. And that has something to do with the ink and the way the ink resists the where's the one I just had? The way the ink resists. Is this the one? Nope, that was the other one. Oh, here it is. So like here, you can see where this dark black ink was here. The black ink resisted and didn't pick up the paint. Where there's not as much ink, it picks up the paint. So the ink acts as a resist. So it's kind of good that I didn't say that today, because I didn't use that terminology yesterday. I don't know what I used yesterday, and we never will, because there was no sound on that video. Did I mention that there was no sound on yesterday's video? So still getting mixed results with everything. But I did find out that the gel elf plates don't work so great. The gel press plates work the best. And for me right now, the the Amsterdam oxide black seems to work the best. This one was the Mars black, I think. So, should we try another one of the collage ones? Where did they go? That's the only question. I don't know where they went. Wait, is this them? This might be them. I know. If I had an inkjet printer, not inkjet, I have an inkjet. If I had a laser jet printer, I would do these. What I might try is, I've got some laser jet paper, so the ink does not dry all the way. So I might try printing my inkjet printer on, see, these are all dry now, so I can try them again. I might try using the laser print paper in the inkjet, and then before it dries, put it on the gel plate and see what happens. I don't know. I'll try it. We'll see, but might not do anything. But I would love to get those letters on a cool background, which I have them as a PNG in my thing, so I could just print them on what are they? Gel plate prints that I've scanned. All right, we want thin. I was not doing very thin yesterday. So we're just gonna try a little bit better thin. And this one is covered in paint, but let's see how we do. Pressing hard to get in there good, and then pulling it quick, not leaving it on too long, and also losing some of the pieces. We got something. There's words there. But you can also see all the lines. So I don't mind the lines, especially when you're doing collage. And I might have pushed too hard and left it too long, but because we lost quite a bit, but we at least have something there. So yeah, trying it the other way, using the pieces, it's not working much better. If you figure out what works, let me know. Now I could try bigger pieces glued down so that there's not as much. See, these were a lot of little pieces. And today I was going for like bigger pieces. That's what I want to try this. And this was a gel press too. Did we show that? What did we just pick? Oh yeah, that was with the blue. So it picked up some, but not great. Not wonderfully. Let's try. That was with the blue. And now we're being more conscious of how thick we're putting the glue, the paint on. Trying to get it really thin. This is an 8x10 gel press. And I just like this for the font, not for the words necessarily. Come on, pick it up. Good, we got some of that font in there. A lot of black got left on there, but that's what's supposed to happen because it was dark with the light colored words. Some of them did not have as much contrast as some of the other ones. It's all about contrast. We could try a smaller, even smaller plate too. Let's see how that works. So we had some blue left from before. So we do see a little bit of wording. Nothing came out over there. See that one? The gel elf for the transfers is a no-go. Just FYI, we're not even going to try those anymore. This one is a gel press, and we did the Amsterdam paint. And we did get something. Don't go crazy. Just because it's a bigger plate doesn't mean that you want a ton more paint on there. You want kind of a thin layer of paint. It'll pick it up a little bit better, faster, more better. I want to pick it up on that. It'll need longer to dry because dry paint is basically plastic, and so this will take a little bit longer to dry. All right, where are we? We got some more to pick up here. All right, yeah, this is one of these. Put up with white. So sometimes you can get more than one transfer off of magazine pages. And using the thicker pages is not helpful. Does not work as well. That's what I've learned so far. Okay, let that dry. And grab this one. Don't know that we got much off of that one, but we'll just pick it up, clean it up with some white. So yeah, if you have secrets to transfers, let me know. If there's a paint that you use that works like every time, I want to know. I will buy that paint. I will happily buy that paint. Let's pick that up on the magazine. Some people don't like the feel of magazine pages, and that's okay. If you don't like the feel of magazine pages, you don't have to use magazine pages. I know Joey DeFee was mentioning that yesterday, and I was like, that's fine. I don't mind it. So I would likely use them in not just in glue books, but in actual collage too, especially if I'm doing like a gel medium over it and I just want some really cool, fun font. I'm out of paper. Just do it on this rare off. We have something showing through the background a little bit, maybe. Add more interest means I'll need to leave it longer to dry because it's got dried acrylic paint on there. Oh, we got one more that we can do a pickup on. Oh yeah, this was the bacon. Bacon. The bacon. I just put too much on there. Potentially. Alright, I may need to let these dry a minute. What will I do in the meantime? Maybe I'll do some stamping on the bigger plates or on the rare offs. Oh my word. Why are words so hard sometimes? Okay, let these dry for a minute. This could use something to make it more better. Oh, there's black here. Wait, when I don't have to use paint on my stamps, it's more better because I don't like having, I don't necessarily like having to clean my, because I don't clean them when it's just ink. Is this dried out? I'm not getting, this one might be drying out. This is Tiling by Sophia. Okay, we're at least getting some interest in the background. If I used paint, it would be just more forward in the design, which is fine. But yeah, my ink is less than stellar. Oh, I haven't used this one in a while. I like this one. I need to write the name on it. It's Cogs or Gears or something. Ah, that's my ink. I need to order more ink, apparently. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I've had that one. It's one of the first ones I got. You have another black somewhere. Somewhere. Let's try the Seafarer. Since we have some blue on this page. Now, if I wanted contrast, I would probably, I would probably do like white paint on there for contrast. No, that's not hardly showing up in there. Yeah, a little bit. Barely. Not giving me any contrast. I can see it a little bit. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. It's too light. Does that mean that I should bring out some white paint for some of these dark pieces? Maybe. Maybe. Do I have a thing of water? No, I don't. I do not. Or if I don't want to have to clean a stamp, I could just grab what? Oh my goodness, what is it called? It's called, oh, yep, there it is. The bubbles, the bubble wrap. It does have the word bubbles right in the name. Who knew? Who knew? Well, you all knew. But, you know, if you want contrast and you have dark paper, then you definitely want to use some white on there for the or a bright color, light or bright color. I'm going for some black and white contrast. The video I did a while back that I never showed you guys because I was not having a lot of success. That was my phone, not yours. Got an email. That's the sound for emails. Okay, this was part of my problem is the paint dries so freaking fast. Or I've got so much on these things that they just don't, I'm just getting nothing. This is why you didn't see the video where I was trying to do black and white. I was struggling like this, where things were just not happening the way I wanted them to. And so when that happens, sometimes I'm just like, I give up. All right, fine. We'll pull out some stamps. Oh my goodness. That's stencils. The stamps are in the top drawer. All right. But we're going to use some of my stamps, you know, because why not? Oh, that and Carrie's. I want numbers. Where's my new numbers from Carrie? I could pause, but here's the problem when I pause. Sometimes when I pause, bad things happen and I accidentally press stop instead of pause when I come back, and that's super annoying. All right, one thing that I really like with contrast, with, you know, stamping light on dark or dark on light is numbers and letters. Those are some of my favorite things for contrast. I just really like it. It's probably why I'm trying to do all these fonty bits. I just go in every different position. There's no right or wrong here, but it makes for some really fun. I do try to go straight. This one, it's hard to tell what's straight because, and I don't mind going over some of those letters there. Some of them will still show. So there we go. We've got some contrast. There's another dark one here. Let's just cover it. So what I would do on the clear, the medical exam paper, I would probably take some black ink. Oh, that was crooked. That's annoying. I didn't want it to be crooked. The fours next to each other, it's fine. I need more paint. Yeah, either white or black, and I would use ink when I can. But you can see how paint just stands out nicely. All right, you know, we'll just go crooked. It's fine. We don't have to have it be perfectly straight. It'll probably be more interesting if it's not, you know? I actually kind of like how some of it's brighter too. Like we can overlap. Why not? I mean, it's just, oh, that kind of didn't like as much, but the rest of it's okay. It's for collage. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. This corner over here needs some interest. There we go. Got some interest back there. All right. See, that needs some dark. I mean, nothing wrong with a little bit of light in there too, but since we have this out, and I'm going to have to go wash it real fast. Real fast. So fast. There we go. See, even white on beige is not so terrible. You know, that's starting to dry. Which means this is going to start to dry. So, where somewhere. All right, I'm going to take that to, oh, here they are. Oh my goodness, it's right in front of me. Why can I never see it right in front of me? Baby wipes can help to clean off the paint. You definitely want to clean off the paint off of your foam stamps because they will not stamp with ink well if the paint dries on there. So the way you could do is you could just have like a little thing of water, maybe some wet paper towels in the water to set this on when you're done. And or a wipe like I'm doing is pretty helpful. It's got a lot of soap in it though, so I'm gonna go in the bathroom and rinse that off too. All right, we're pressing pause this time. So you can see much cleaner now. So now when I go to use it with inks, it will work again. All right, so let's go ahead and pull the rest of these. That was just to use some time while I waited for these to dry. They needed a little bit of time. This was the bacon. Some words, there was not a lot of contrast in all the words. So I will probably stamp white on that and name your child, right? W-R-I, name your child bacon. I think what that's trying to say. Let's see, putting these to the side because we're done for today with the gel plate printing. I think this video is long enough. How did this one do? Oh, this one was, said it needed extra time. Why? I don't remember why. Yeah, not great. There was some success. There's a lot of dark left here. There's a little bit of the words showing through. Not fabulous. Yeah, I haven't fallen in love with any of my results yet. These might be the best ones. So maybe the collage works. You just gotta, you know, this one didn't do so great. Probably because I picked it up on the dark paper, so we lost a lot of the contrast. But don't do that. Hey, you're learning lessons here. You can learn from my failures. Oh yeah, and this one, that was my phone, not yours. Probably reminding me to pay my bills or something like that. Magazine paper. Might have been a bad choice, especially since it had paint on it. What was I picking up here? I don't know. But I'm not going to have much contrast because I used a dark background to pick it up. Whatever it was. Or was I just cleaning the plate? I don't know. There's nothing there. It's another disappointment. I mean, it's got texture. It's fine. It's not the worst thing. This was the one. Did I pick this one up with regular white paper, I hope? So that I have something. Yes, this is the best one. All right, so the collage can work. You just need to use your gel press plates and the good paint that works. And then you get good results with that. Even the second try. So I think what I might do is do some more collage pieces like this, but have them be bigger. Like use bigger pieces. So there's not quite so many lines. And then, so yeah, I mean, I'll try that at some point in the future. So we will look really quickly at what we did achieve today. Are there any other plates? I think I got all the plates. All the plates are cleared off. So, see, so far, that's the best one. That one's not good at all. That one's, because I picked, there's no contrast because I picked it up with the dark paper. Added some stamping to it. So, you know, even the failures we can make work by adding stuff to them. You know, where there wasn't a lot of happening there. Just, I mean, I could have even used this color paint. Might have made it even more better. That was just a brayer off we stamped on. That one didn't have much on it. We stamped on it. And there's this one. Fluid acrylics work pretty well, but you have to be really fast. So that's where the, and if you couldn't sit through yesterday's, then I should go ahead and show you the pieces from yesterday. Some people did, and I really appreciate you guys. Oh, that's not all of them. That's just brayer off. That one, not much showed on there. That one, there's a little bit showing in there, but not much. So the fluid acrylic with a white pickup, we got some good transfer. That was, didn't get a lot, but it's interesting anyway. And then the other, the Payne's Gray fluid acrylic with the white pickup was decent. And just in case you missed yesterday where there was no talking, I mean, there was, I talked through the whole thing, but the microphone apparently was not on. These are what we pulled yesterday. Got some texture and cool stuff. And then sometimes, you know, all we got was the collage. So at least, you know, there was something interesting. And I think that was white picked up with the pink or pink picked up with white. I'm not sure. But so far, this one is the best one. It's not perfect. So, and that was the thicker paper. So that's why that one didn't pick up. There are some sharp pieces on the edge here. So, you know, sometimes even just figuring out which magazines work the best helps. I like how I did, oh, the E, we lost the E on there, but I used a different N in the word imagine. I thought that was kind of fun. Also, this was like a really big warning, and I just kind of like that cut up. But I'd probably just put it on there whole and cut it up later for collage or something. All right, with that, and these are the collage pieces that I wiped off some of the paint, so these would still be an interesting background. That one, I've lost everything on that one. I could try sanding it, or see what's underneath, because some of these had double layers. I don't recommend double layers. I recommend bigger. Like I would probably go ahead and glue that on with some other pieces. Maybe not even overlap them, but maybe just so that I could put it down and pick it up faster. I'll try that. Next time I try it, that's what I'll try. But for today, I'm done for today. I hope you guys have a delightful day. And there's our biggest success for today. Hope you guys have a delightful day. I love you. Bye.